The talks between first Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations, and the Turkey-Cypriot leader, Ersin Tatar, has started just around 2 hours ago. Now it's the meeting with the President of the Republic of Cyprus, Nikos Anastasiadis. These meetings are quite crucial, of course, to show where these talks are going if we take into consideration that both parties are very far apart, especially of what they want to be the solution. And one diplomatic source told me earlier that Antonio Guterres has many options on the table. One option is even to postpone the plenary, which is scheduled tomorrow for all parties to be on the same table, and even to extend the meeting to Friday. Of course, everything depends on how the talks will go. And as I told you before, both parties, the Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots, is the first time after many years that they are so much far apart. And this is because, on the one hand, we have the Greek Cypriots, supported by the Greek government, who insist to the UN framework, which is based on the solution of a bizonal, bicommunal federation for an island which can be reunified sometime soon, they hope. On the other hand, we have Ersin Tatar, the new Turkish Cypriot leader, who came together with the Turkish foreign minister, Mevlut Çavuşoğlu, here in Geneva, and they are coming with some new demands. They want a two-state solution. It's the first time after many years that this comes on the table, and for some analysts, it's a kind of a pressure from the Turkish Cypriot, Turkish side to just secure some further concessions, especially when it comes to energy sharing.
So this has been an issue for a very long time. What seems to be the main sticking points in these talks?
Of course, everything depends on the common framework, if they can find a common ground to talk about these sticking points, which will remain on the table until a final solution is found, as they are for many decades since the invasion of Turkish troops in 1974. So, the main sticking points, we could say, include security issues. Of course, it's the issues of the guarantor powers and the presence of foreign troops on the island. It's the power sharing by the two communities. Of course, this is an issue which will come on the table if they agree on this reunification of the island solution. Then you have, of course, the property issue, which is very important for many citizens of the island that have lost their properties many, many decades ago, and other issues, but these are some of the most, let's say, controversial. And of course, the Varosha issue, which came very recently again in the front line when the Turkish president went there and opened this so-called Famagusta ghost town, which is protected by the United Nations, violating the common resolution. But of course, we will see how these talks will go. It's very difficult. It's a very, very difficult meeting, we will say, after 4 years that both sides were again in this country, in Switzerland. These talks have failed, and this was described by many, including the EU, as a missed opportunity.